All right. Antonio Perez Orozco.
Yes.
So you're charged of driving while intoxicated, first offense. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Looks like you guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 37 days in jail, credit for the 37 days that you have done. You want to plead guilty to this offense, am I correct?
Yes.
You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Because of that, if you were ever in a car driving and you smell like alcohol and you get pulled over, it will probably not end well. So if I were you, if you want to drink, don't get into a car. Do you understand?
Okay.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, like I said, it will go on your record. You cannot change this or undo this. Do you understand?
Yes.
You still want to do this?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Is it true or untrue that you had a .15 or above?
I think so, yes. I think so, yes.
True, the enhancement. All right, I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 37 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 37 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days, sir. Do not drive until you get a license, and good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Antonio. So what happened? Is he keeping the waiver? Day. Is keeping the waiver?
That's the waiver.
No. On,
Oh, he's keeping the waiver. Yes, Judge.
okay, got it. You're excused, Ms. Novikova. Thank you so much for helping
Okay,
us.
thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day, Your Honor.
All right, take care. All right, you were Timothy Polkey.
Louis, Your Honor, my name's incorrect. My name's Louis Polk.
Timothy?
No.
Okay. Call him Mr. Pokey. Okay.
What you want to do about this?
I can just re-update it, rewrite it.
You're right, it says Timothy Polkey here.
And there's not.
What does a warrant say?
I see my social security number says Louis Polk.
Okay, just, hey, Mr. Kim, we got the name wrong on this, so we might have to amend
I think
it.
he has two aliases, Judge. It does say
No, I don't have
Timothy,
an
it does say
alias.
Louis. Hold on.
Hey, I got a bunch of DAs here.
No.
Nothing about you.
Just, please don't say anything. It's really, I'm trying to protect you, all right?
It says Timothy Louis Polkey in the hit confirmation that we have.
Oh, it is Timothy Polk. Yeah. So you are Timothy Polk.
No, my name's Louis Polk.
Lewis.
I even told the officer when they gave me my
Tag.
Okay, so, okay, we'll fix it, don't worry. We'll fix it. One way or the other.
So it shows as an AK, Your Honor, but I'm gonna run to see if I can match a SID number or FBI number.
I'm
Okay.
gonna just file another one.
Well, I mean, I have to reflect what's on the teletype. I mean, unless there's another need to do so, because that's the name that they're extraditing.
I'm gonna just put, you want me to write in Lewis then?
Oh, for the middle, I
February
mean,
20th, 1973.
oh, that's different. I might need a moment, Judge.
We're gonna fix it, don't worry. Regardless, you were waiving it, formal extradition, correct?
Yes, I didn't.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, now that we know that, we're gonna fix the paperwork. I will have you sign a copy that reflects what the name is, and then that's it. Okay?
So you don't need them anymore at this moment?
But don't send them down because we need them this.
We're gonna have to check with, because I think he said February 12th.
Good morning, Mr. Helms. Mr. Helms, you're charged with a total of 3 cases. It looks like you're charged with a theft, another theft, and then you're also charged with criminal mischief.
Yes, sir.
It looks like you've worked out an agreement where you're going to plead guilty on 2 of the thefts and they're going to dismiss the criminal mischief.
Yes, sir.
Is this how you understand it?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot undo this. You also need to understand, Mr. Helms, that both of these are enhanceable cases, meaning that you're now going to end up with 2 thefts on your record. You pick up a third, what happens? To what? Yeah. Years instead of days. And I'm telling you, you go pack of smokes, a beer, you're looking at some serious time. You understand? You know, if you ever need anything, just come back here. We have resources for you. All you got to do is walk through the door, come up to me. We'll talk to Shatori. We can find you whatever you need. There's no excuse.
No excuse.
So, how do you plead guilt? How do you plead to the theft cases? Guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty.
On both of those are Class B, so you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out a deal or a plea bargain that they're going to offer you 30 days on both of the cases. They're going to give you 58 days credit on one, we are going to give you 56 and then 58 days credit. So it looks like we're done here. Just be careful, man. Come back. We can help you. All right? All right. Good luck, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes?
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Kaufman. Mr. Kaufman, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with criminal mischief. You're also charged with assault, bodily injury.
The judge wastes no time pointing out that this first DWI is being elevated, which usually means the alcohol level was close to double the legal limit. That raises an immediate question for viewers. Should penalties be harsher when someone blows over 0.15? What makes this moment even more striking is that the entire case hinges on a name, whether it's Timothy Lewis or a combination of 2 different identities. Errors like this happen more often than people realize, and a wrong name can delay extraditions, invalidate warrants.
For cases that you pick up here, you understand.
Okay.
Do you still want to do this?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, right to be arraigned, charged right to enter court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept these agreements, you can never come back and challenge this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Alan, but he has 4 open cases?
The 4 cases here, Your Honor, we're dismissing 2 of the criminal trespass.
Right, so it looks, you've got 2 criminal trespasses, you've got the assault and the mischief. That's how you understand it. They're going to dismiss 2 of them, right?
Sir.
What was the criminal mischief? What was that broken?
So with the criminal mischief, he broke through the sliding glass door at an ATV.
All right, Mr. Kaufman, how do you plead to the offenses? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll find you guilty, sentence you to the agreements. Good luck to you, sir. All right, so it looks like you were charged with assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
It has 132 days credit, but my system shows 44 days credit.
So
For me, it's showing 4 days credit and the credit's 150. What's the show that, Your Honor?
So you put 132 days credit, but he really has 44 days. Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, it's as long as he's got sufficient credit, that's the,
He does, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right, so Mr. Cotton, you've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 44 days in jail, credit for the 44 days that you've already done. You need to understand that this is now going to reflect as a conviction on your record. But the most important thing that you need to understand is that this now carries an affirmative finding of family violence. What that means is that if you ever pick up a case like this again, you will be charged with a third-degree felony, looking at a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. Do you understand? You can also never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this plea as well. Do you understand that? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record and you can never take it off. You still want to do this? How do you plead to the offense of assault of a family member? I'll find you guilty, sentence you to agreement. Just remember, man, the affirmative finding is going to chase you forever. You understand? All right. Good luck, Mr. Cotton. Thank you.
Good morning. We're approaching Terrence Wilburn.
Okay.
We wanted to discuss his bond conditions. So currently right now he is looking for work, so he is trying to get employed. He doesn't have any bond conditions right now, and
He doesn't have bond conditions?
is terroristic right now.
Okay.
And he's currently trying to find work right now, so eventually he will get employed to, start working.
What would you like?
We would like to keep it at no conditions on his bond so that he can move freely to get.
Did he just bond out?
No, he did not.
So he's got a terroristic threat. He's on bond for a robbery and an impeding of breath. Is a terroristic threat related to any of the CWs in this case?
No.
Okay.
Don't believe so, Judge. No, they're not. They're different complainants. I would just ask that he doesn't have, that there's no contact with the apartment unit or with the complainant in this case, and those would just be state's requests.
Yeah, we don't want him to have obvious contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to go anywhere near where they live or where they work, and then no weapons. And as long as he can abide by those, we're happy.
If his place of residence is in that apartment complex.
Are you sure that it is?
He's currently staying with his wife at the moment.
Well, it's against a, who is the complaining witness in this?
Name?
No, I don't need a name. I need relation and things of this nature.
Defendant's child's mother. So the baby mama.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's completely correct. The claim would should be leaving office.
Okay, I don't want him to have contact with these people at all. I mean, that's like a really volatile.
You're right. Thank you for the
As long as
correction.
he's still able to live there, as long as he doesn't make contact.
He's not to go to the leasing office.
Okay.
You know, someone else is going to have to transact business, but I don't want him to have contact. Hey, so Ms. Rizet, can you reach out to them and say, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. We've ordered him not to go back to the leasing office. We've ordered him not to have contact with this complaining witness, not to be in possession of weapons. As long as he can abide, then we're good. Otherwise, and that's it. We're just trying to keep trouble away. You know, we don't want them to run into each other, bad blood come up, and then it just goes haywire.
You said no weapons, Judge?
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Shouldn't have it regardless because of the case is upstairs anyway. So
And Alex just
we
stepped
need him
out.
to sign the conditions though.
Okay.
or even result in someone walking free. Imagine being booked under the wrong name. What would you do in that situation? This is also a classic example of Judge Fleer's signature warning style: firm, direct, and focused on protecting the community. When a judge says life is too short to sit in a 6x9 cell, it isn't theatrics, it's lived experience speaking. That leads to another question worth considering. Do strict bond conditions like these actually prevent future violence, or do they make it harder for defendants to rebuild their lives?
Do you understand? You're on bond for 3 very serious cases. And I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond, number 1, not to be in possession of weapons. Number 2, not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case. And number 3, not to go where she lives or where she works. So if she was working at the leasing office, don't go there. Do you understand? If I get wind that there are any issues whatsoever, it's not going to go well between you and I. Do you understand? All I'm asking is I don't want any more issues. I don't want you to pick up a new case. And the last thing I want you to do is accidentally bump into her somehow, some way. Don't. If you know that she is at one part and you're at it, just go the complete opposite way. Life's too short to sit in a 6x9 for the next 6 months. Do you understand? Okay. All right. We're good. Don't leave until you sign our bond conditions. And then after that, you're free to go. Okay. Oh, one more thing. Stay in contact. You've got great lawyers. Stay in contact with them. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging, I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you?
I'm doing just fine, sir.
Patrick Addison.
Is this what you want to do, Mr. Addison?
Yes, sir.
You've picked up 2 more cases. You picked up a theft. You've picked up a criminal trespass. You worked out an agreement. They're going to dismiss the trespass. You're pleading guilty to the theft case.
Yes, sir.
What happens if you pick up another theft case?
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Felony.
Right. The difference between upstairs and felony land versus down here, you're looking at years instead of days. If you want something, if you need something, come back. We can give you resources. But just because you're on the street doesn't give you the right. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Get Lori's number. She can help you in any way you need it. She can find you resources, house, food, no car, but transportation. Really?
Yes, sir.
There's no excuse. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
One more thing, Mr. Addison, you know, in all the times you and I have gotten to know each other, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you've never come back to court. Come back. Good things happen when you come to court. Understand? And how do you plead to the theft? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'll follow the agreement. I'm going to send you to it. One more thing is it true that you had the prior theft here in April of this year?
Yes.
Okay, so true to the first enhancement, abandon the second one, please. All right, Mr. Addison, come back. Come back. I mean,
Only if you get in trouble.
if you get,
Only if you get in trouble.
right, don't get in trouble.
Okay.
I mean, don't come back, right.
That was funny, Judge.
I think he knows what I meant. Tell me, what you got?
My client, man, is a repeat act.
Are you ready? Manning, coming up. Good morning, Mr. Manning. Sir, you're charged with assault, causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 6 days in jail, credit for the 2 days that you've done. This is going to now reflect as a conviction on your record. After today, is this what you want to do? You're pleading guilty to this offense. You need to understand from now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new misdemeanors that you pick up like this. You understand? If I had one strand of hair every time someone told me that, God, I'd look like Jimi Hendrix, I tell you. I would look, man, I'd be a rock star. Just don't. Self-control. That's why everybody's in there. No self-control. The agreement that you've worked out is 6 days in jail, credit for 2. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement, Mr. Manning. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no one doing this. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the officer? Guilty. All right. I'll find you guilty. Send it to the agreement. Careful, man. Really. Be careful. Self-control. All right. Thank you. I'll waive it. All right. Thank you, Mr. Cartwright.